Hi, it's lovely to see you. I hope you've had a good week and that you're looking after yourself. Well, do you know, we have made it to the end of the River Great Ouse. But first, let me show you and tell you how we got there and some of the things that have happened this week.
So last week we were in St Neots, and I kept calling it St Neots, so I apologise. It's actually St Neots, and so we left there and we went all the way down the river, and we travelled quite a distance actually, and we went to Great Barford.
And there was a lot going on here. And then when I came out of the pub one evening, I saw there were several people on a bridge, and so I joined them and I saw what they were looking at. I don't know why it doesn't just fly. Go on, Swan. Wow.
So we found this really, and I can't find it on the map, you know, but it was tucked away and I found it on a little walk. So let me show you a really good quiet mooring to go on, which I think might be this one.
So I found it because I noticed a tiny little footpath running off the main footpath with a love seat commemorated to a mum and dad overlooking a really pretty quiet lake. But following round from that corner, the water opened up, and there before us was an EA mooring, completely hidden by all of the plants. So if you were actually on the River Great Ouse on your boat, you would be leaving Great Barford and see a green bridge, and just to the left of you, a tiny little slipway of water, there it is the mooring. Beautiful. Our secret. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, I'm just really not sure what that swan was trying to achieve, really. It was in good health, I checked it afterwards. But anyway, it was a great lesson in resilience. And before I tell the story of getting to Bedford, which was the end of the River Great Ouse, there's another story of resilience I want to share with you, which was sparked off by the cinnabar caterpillar moth and my sudden interest in trying to find my own nighttime flying moths. The female cinnabar moth will lay up to 300 eggs in batches of 30 or 60 on the underside of the ragwort leaves. Apparently you can find your own nighttime flying moths, and all you need is a white bed sheet and a torch. Well, I didn't have a white bed sheet, lots of other colours but not white, so I grabbed the nearest white thing I could find, and India, my daughter, was with me, and we used our mobile phone torches. I needed to up my game, so I actually went out and bought a white bed sheet and I upgraded the torch. I even tried laying the sheet on the floor. But all I attracted was Zephyr. So even though we weren't having much luck finding moths, being outside was a really beautiful experience. But then, when we actually stepped inside the boat later on that evening, yeah, so they were two lovely specimens of moth, but let me know in the comments if you have a cruelty-free way of trapping moths temporarily to have a look at, or any particular moths that you may have seen so far this year. So we did actually get to Bedford, so let me share the story of Bedford with you now. And from there we travelled all this way and we went to Bedford. On the way into Bedford there are several very low bridges, and a chap was telling us at a lock that his friend bought a GRP cruiser on a whim in Bedford and then took it out and realised he couldn't get under any of the bridges, so his cruiser is stuck in Bedford. And here we are, we had made it to the end of the River Great Ouse. We were in Bedford. Now Bedford is thought to have been the burial place of King Offa of Mercia, who is remembered for building Offa's Dyke on the Welsh border. Today, the borough of Bedford has a population of over 153,000 and is arguably the most cosmopolitan in the UK, with some 57 ethnic groups being represented. In the Middle Ages, Edward the Elder built a fortress on the south side of the river, which was destroyed by the Danes. William II then rebuilt it of sterner stuff, but this was finally destroyed in 1224, and the remains of this can be seen today as just a mound marked by a mosaic and brass rubbings. And I went to take a look. So now it's the time to sit back, relax and enjoy a mindful cruise. And this is the one where we left our secret mooring and we travelled towards Bedford. Look after yourself, take care, and please come and join me next week. Bye! I took a sheet out in the night, sat on a seat my torch held tight, and waited by an orange moon for moths towards my sheet to swoon. Outside in Celsius quite low, I looked inside my boat aglow. How was I supposed to know the pairs of eyes at my window? 1 night, 2 nights, 3, then 4, outside I trudged from my stern door, yet there above my own dinette a pair of moths sat tete-a-tete. Canary-shouldered Thorn was one, with old lady, like I'd become, waiting by the orange moon for moths towards my sheet to swoon.